Okay guys, so today we're going to be doing a showcase of the new free-to-play Team Cooler squad. They just got their EZA, and man, I gotta say, just so far from what I've seen and read from their passes and everything, a bunch of really solid units. I think that, unfortunately, you probably won't be able to run their full free-to-play team in a lot of difficult events because, the tech one, he doesn't really have much good tech, no pun intended, because he is lowering attack and defense, and in most of the hard events, you're not really going to be getting that activated. So his only, I guess you could run him in slot 3 and he could be alright, but he's not really that good. I mean, he's good, but the other ones stand out a lot more than him. And the physical one, he does have a flaw too, where he's getting attack on his, he's healing HP due to how much attack you do, and he's getting defense per key sphere obtained, which I really don't understand. And the in one, actually, he's pretty good. He's probably one of my favorites. He's the only one I have a level 10 link with too, so that's pretty good. He actually is getting attack and defense on his key spheres. Granted, it's a little bit lower. It's only 10%, but I still think it's pretty good. And he's healing HP, so definitely very solid. The STR one is supporting. He's getting attack per key sphere obtained too, so I mean, I don't think that's too bad. And then the AGL one probably is the best one, with him getting defense per key sphere obtained. He could have a 50% chance to dodge, and he's giving key too. So yeah, I mean, I think there's some flaws with some of the units, but others stand out more than some of them too. Like I think the AGL one, the int one, and the physical one are probably some of the ones that stand out the most to me. Maybe not the physical one, but I like how he's getting the HP from how much damage he does. I think that's a very, very, very useful thing to have in her passive. Look at B-Pan. Look how good B-Pan is still. I mean, not amazing, but very viable on a lot of things. Granted, she has damage reduction and a lot of other stuff going on for her, but it, the healing definitely helps for sure. And throwing it on this cooler, I think was very smart. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a full 200% leader skill here because I didn't manage to pull the cooler, but we do have it at 370% leader skill, so they should still be looking very good. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Just see how they're gonna fare up. So almost 500k health, pretty good considering we only have one LR. So, and we don't have a full 200% leader skill. So I think that's actually pretty decent. So okay, we have a full rotation of coolers, and wow, okay. So for the STR one, we're at 137. The int one, we're at 178. And then for the tech one, we're at 156. Now, these aren't really amazing just by themselves, but considering they get 50% defense on their super attack, every single one of them does. So even the STR one, who's only at 137k defense, a 50% increase is going to get him to a little over 200k right there. And considering he's doing a little over 200k, he's supporting unconditionally, and then he's supporting even more if you get the rainbow orbs, and he's rainbow orb changing, and he has the 5% damage reduction link, if I can find it. Yeah, I don't have it level 10, but obviously if you have it level 10, it's 5%. He's recovering HP from that link too. And then if you double super, which mine has a pretty good chance to do because I built them all full additional, then you will be at like you'd be over 300k defense, which is that's better than the physical Thouser, who just got an EZA. Granted, I know that guy sucks, but, still. So, I do want to have some support going on here, so I'm going to give that to the metal cooler, the STR one. I need to specify because they're all metal coolers. So, the stats bumped up a little bit for sure there. I'm going to get 7 orbs for the int one, which is going to get his defense to 228k. So, post super attack, he's going to be over 300k defense. I'd say that's pretty good. I'd argue that's really good, actually. So I think most of the metal coolers that are getting defense on key spheres, I think they're gonna stand out a little bit more, just because defense is probably more important than offense in this game, and the defense per key sphere obtained is just better. So pretty much all of them at a 3.5 million attacks. That right there, honestly, not that bad considering everything they're doing, and considering these guys are all free to play too. You got to keep all that in mind. So, what links are we missing? Okay, so we can get auto regeneration active. I'm just gonna keep it like this. So the AGL one is at 132k defense. Actually, no, I'm going to keep him in slot 1 so he can get the 7 orbs. And then that's going to bring us to 210k defense. Again, with the 50% increase post super attack, I think that's looking really good. And he's giving key support too. And he has a medium chance to dodge right now, I think, because I don't think we got the 3 rainbow orbs. But if we got 3 rainbow orbs, he would have been at a 50% chance to dodge, that's really good for a free-to-play unit. 300k defense, 50% chance to dodge, key supporting. The attack stat wasn't really that crazy. It wasn't even a 2 million, so not really that impressive, at least offensively. But, I mean, offense doesn't really matter as much these days. I think you could for sure throw these guys on a team if they have type advantage in, like, maybe the red zone event or something. Like I said, just as long as they have type advantage, I think they'd be fine. I think they'd be absolutely fine. Which is still saying something, because, judging how Dokkan has kind of been treating their free-to-play units recently, not that they've been bad, but they haven't been as good as I would expect, that you haven't really been able to run them in any difficult events. I mean, not including the free-to-play units that have come out during this worldwide celebration, at least, because the free-to-play units this celebration have been very good. But, before, considering how bad they've been making them, I think it was a really big step up with this free-to-play Metal Cooler Squad, and just all the free-to-play units that have released during the celebration. So, for the physical one, we're at 141k defense. For the STR one, we're at 137, and for the int one, we're at 178. So, the physical one is getting... I don't know why I need to check their links. If you want to see it right there, auto regeneration, fusion, brutal beatdown, deficient boost, thirst for conquest, strongest clan in space, and shattering the limit. But all of them are always going to have their links active if they're next to another one, because they all share the same link. So I'll only show their links if they're next to the physical metal cooler or the STR just Easy A cooler that just came out. So I'm gonna put the physical one in slot 1, and then let's see what his defense is going to be, because he's getting 25% per key sphere obtained. We're at 220k defense, basically. 50%, that's over 300k. Post super attack, I think that's fine. And then we got the rainbow orbs, so we're supporting 20% more than we normally would be now, so we're even higher. And then now we're going to be healing even more than we normally would now, because we got the 3 rainbow orbs with the int cooler at the end. So, what are we going to be at here? 2.6. Not horrible. Well, no, that is horrible, but not horrible considering everything that he's doing. And then 4 million. That's actually not horrible, like, in general. That's not bad. But he is getting the attack per key sphere obtained, so it's a little different. And then 3.3. That's not really that good, but it's... for a free-to-play unit, that's pretty viable. So, not that bad. I'd say that's pretty alright. What are we gonna do here? So I'm gonna give you the 7 orbs. So we have all 7 links active right now, unlike the last turn with the AGL Metal Cooler. So we're at 331k defense. 50% on top of that would be 345k defense. So almost 350k defense. And I forgot to see if we got the 3 rainbow orbs again, but if we did, we would have had the... Or if we did get the rainbow orbs, we would have had a 50% chance to dodge right here. Okay, we dodged the first one, so I don't know if we got it. Yeah, offensively, though, this guy isn't really that crazy, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Can we tank this, actually? I want to see how much damage we take. 81k, I mean, yeah, that's a little bit. This Goku doesn't really hit that hard, but, he could still catch you. Maybe you have type disadvantage. He could probably one-shot you. Okay, so I'm just gonna rotate the cooler off. We're gonna have all 7 links active right here because we got them next to another cooler. Obviously, we did get the support, so everything's kind of bumping up a little, at least stats-wise. And then we got 3 orbs, so we only got 75% defense. So we're at 183k defense right there. Obviously, with the greatly raised after super attack, I think that's fine. I think these guys should be able to take double digits from any red zone boss as long as you have type advantage, at least from a normal attack. And considering the tech they're doing, I think they'll be very useful units. Just make sure you go full additional with all of them, because then if they double super, they'll for sure be able to tank normals from any event in this game. type advantage with type advantage. Just keep that in mind. You know, that doesn't mean you can take the AGL one and sell max and super once and be like, oh, why'd I get one shot? Like, yeah, well, you had type disadvantage. And keep in mind, they are free-to-play units still, so, you know, they have limitations on them. Which is a little unfortunate. I feel like Dokkan should probably just go crazy with some free-to-play units when they really don't. So, I don't know, but I guess it is what it is. So, the AGL one's a little bit lower because he had his defense lowered. So, I guess it is what it is. I do wish I brought some orb changing items, but I mean, it's cool. Okay, so after everything, the int one is at 200k defense flat, and the tech one is at 146k defense. I'm not really going to count the AGL one's defense this rotation because he had his defense lowered, so this is unrealistic anyway. Alright, so we're taking a little bit of damage, but it's because we have type disadvantage. And not really that high of an attack stat, but I mean, you know, defensively he's alright. He's healing a lot at the end of this turn. Alright, that was a little bit of damage, but we have type disadvantage, so you know. We did get the double super there, which is good because this guy's defense was a little bit lower. So right now we're fine. We'll be able to tank. Yeah, we'll be able to tank right here. And then the tech one shoots out at 2.8. Considering we only got like a couple orbs with this guy, I think. That's not horrible. And then he is stat debuffing the enemy too, which makes the tech one better for Super Battle Road. Which is nice, don't get me wrong, but I think because most of the events in the game right now, you can't really like lower attack and defense, or you can't really, you know, you can't really do stuff like that. So it for sure makes him a little bit worse than all the other ones. Like I said earlier, you know, the other ones kind of stand out a little bit more, specifically the AGL or like the int one, they stand out more over the like the tech one. And the STR one too, he's good offensively. He's better offensively than the others, you can tell. But defensively, I don't really know how good defensively the tech and the STR one are going to be. Just because they get no defense on key spheres. Which is kind of making some of these units. I'm not going to lie. If they didn't get defense on key spheres, they would still be good. But I think it would devalue them a lot. So, but I mean, you know, they're still good. Don't get me wrong. So we're at, actually, I'm gonna tell you what they're at after we get all these orbs. So I probably could have done a better key path there for the int one, but it is what it is. So for the AGL one, we're at 220k defense, and then for the int one, we're at 110k defense, which is not really too great, but we only got 3 key spheres, so it is what it is. If we got a little bit more, we would have been a lot better. We are at a 2.4 million attack stat. Not really too crazy, but I mean, not really horrible, like I said, considering what he's doing and the dodge chance he has. 2.6. Honestly, I think a way to make these guys like better but not broken, just kind of better overall, is maybe just have them all get 15% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. I know that kind of it's not as much attack for like the tech or the STR one, and it's not as much defense as the AGL or physical one, but I feel like it's a nice in between because you kind of need that defense per key sphere obtained with like the Fizz and AGL one to really shine. Like if you really want them to be good. Not saying that the, you know, the STR, the int, or the tech one can't be good because they don't get defense per key sphere obtained, but you can tell if you really want to tank, like if you really want to tank, you're gonna want to tank with the physical or the AGL one, or even the int one, because he still gets key sphere or defense on key spheres. So I'm just gonna pop this because we're probably gonna die. It wouldn't have really mattered if I put the tech or the STR one in slot 1. We still probably would have died. I don't know why I'm checking the key spheres right there. The STR one, or the stats, because the STR one, he only gets attack on key sphere, so didn't really change there. But all right, 2.5, 3.9, pretty solid, pretty solid. 2.95, almost 3 million, pretty good. Yeah, these guys are gonna help you out a lot if you're free to play or new, for sure. So I 100% suggest grinding them, even if you aren't free to play or new. Because like I said earlier, like look at that, 243k defense. Like if you run this in a red zone stage in slot 2 or 3 with type advantage, you're gonna be fine because post super attack, he's gonna tank double digits from normals, and even if you can dodge in the event, then he's gonna have a 30% chance to dodge unconditionally, that's great. That'll help you out because I mean it's not that high of a chance, but it's still there to help you out, and you should see it pretty often. At least personally, 30% chances to dodge, I do see fairly often, and then if you get the key spheres, it's a 50% chance. So. Yeah, I think this one, too, could be very good. The AGL one is kind of a standout, though, because he's also doing the key support, too, which makes him even better. But yeah, type advantage, these guys are going to be fine. Type disadvantage, you're probably screwed, which is why maybe running the whole team is a little weird. 207k defense right there, and 137k on the STR. But do keep in mind also that throughout this whole video, they could have had an extra 30% attack and defense, because I don't have them on a full 200% leader skill. So 2.6 million attack stat right there. Not really crazy, but he isn't getting any attack per key sphere, so it's kind of about what I expected. Nothing crazy, just a little nice damage right there. We did get a Dokkan mode, so he's gonna do a lot more damage right here than normal. But oh, he did like 2.5 health bars. That's not bad. 4.2. That's pretty good. Although I got a bunch of orbs with him, right? Yeah, and then the additional. So defensively, he's fine. That's why, yeah, for sure, go full additionals with all these guys. I don't necessarily suggest using equipment on these guys. I think, because if you're going to use equipment, you're going to probably be using most of your movie boss equipment you got from the event that's ongoing right now. And I really, really, really suggest you saving that for when Superhero comes out. Because obviously we're getting Gamma 1 and 2, who, well, would they be on movie bosses? They could be on movie bosses and movie heroes like the Tapion, but I suggest you saving that for either the Gamma 1 and 2 or the Cell Max. So yeah, 268k defense. Granted, we got a lot of key spheres with him, but still, I think that's good. Considering he's healing 5% from the link, he's doing key support, he has a medium chance to dodge, he's healing from the auto regeneration link also, and he's greatly raising on super attack. And then for the int one, we only got 6 key spheres. Hey, we're still at 200k flat, which is good, because that's 300k defense right there post super attack, and then even more if he gets an additional, and he's healing 15%. Well, 10%, but if we get the rainbow orbs, 15%. So, yeah, offensively, this cooler sucks, but okay, so right now, actually, defensively, we're really good. We're at, I think, almost 500k defense, which, you know, like I've said for like the 5th time, considering everything he's doing, is really good. That's why these units are not really just like base stats units. Like, you're not going to see them get up to like 500k defense. It's more or less how well they're going to do like after super attack and everything else they're doing that's making them good. You know, they're healing, you know, all that. So, okay, so our key spheres kind of suck right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put you in slot 1. I'm going to put you in slot 2 with only 4 key spheres. And 163k defense on the physical one. Not really too crazy, but I guess it is what it is. We are taking a super attack. We could die here, because most of their defense is on super, and we only have 108, like 80k defense right there. Okay, well, we survived. And then at 2.5, that's not really great. Okay, now we got the additional with 2.5. So now defensively, he's fine. But yeah, I think a way to make them a little bit better is maybe make it to where everyone gets attack and defense plus 15% per key sphere obtained. I don't really like the restriction of there having to be a metal cooler in the rotation for that, but I mean, maybe just lift that completely, just get rid of it. And then I think that's it. That's all you got to do, and then I think these units would be probably some of the best free-to-play options in the game, even though they already are. But, I mean, even better, you know. So, alright, I'm going to put you in slot 1. I'm just going to transform with him. Might as well. I don't really care. Just trying to beat this event quicker. I'm kind of curious how fast we could beat it. We are on turn 14, so it's not like we're making good time or anything. I'm curious how quick we can beat it from now. But yeah, actually, speaking of I mean, I was speaking about it earlier, but still. Speaking of, you know, bringing them type advantage in good events, I am doing a STR Cooler showcase in the Cell Max event soon, and I'm thinking about bringing the Int one in there, just to throw him on the team. Because most of the units on the team are Terrifying Conquerors units, so he's still getting that a pretty good attack and defense buff, just base, and you know he's healing and he has type advantage, so you know, just events like that and stuff like that. I think that's really when you're going to see the use from these guys, especially if they're STR, because then you can bring the AGL one, and the AGL one, like I said for like the 6th time, he is the best one out of all of them, so I think for sure he can help you a lot in that. We are doing all crits here, so if we can get some additional super attacks, we could probably do a lot of damage right here. Okay, we didn't, unfortunately. We can still get the hidden potential one. Okay, no, we didn't. We got the hidden potential additional. Not super attack, though. Alright, so we do have all metal coolers right here. I was going to say I haven't used an item yet, but we did use one Ghost Usher. Which, you know, I mean, we probably could have gotten away without using the Ghost Usher, so I'm not gonna say that we had to use it, because we for sure could have no item this, which isn't really that big of an accomplishment, because I know this this event, especially, you know, this one specifically, the GT Legendary Goku event, isn't really the hardest, but still, I mean, I'd say it's an accomplishment with a free-to-play team beating it like this with only one item. I mean, you know. So 2.6, not really that crazy. Defensively, this guy's really good right now. Okay, he's even better defensively right now. And the tech one at the end, we actually got a lot of key spheres with. So I could see him doing a very high attack stat. 3.8, that's a little higher than I expected. Of course, he dodged it. With the additional. Alright, so defensively, he's fine too. We could probably get super and I'd live. Okay, we didn't. Yeah, 4.4. Very, very good. Can we get an additional? No, we didn't. Ooh, okay. This is gonna hurt. Like a lot. This isn't gonna kill though, right? No. No, it didn't kill. But it got very close. Okay. I'll put you in slot 1. I'll give you 7 AGL orbs. 195k defense for the int one and 231k for the intelligence one. So, or no, 239k for the AGL one, and then almost 200k for the int one. So, yeah, I mean, very good. I think I'm just going to end it after this rotation because the video is already kind of going on for long enough. I know we're about to win, but these guys aren't really crazy offensively, so it'd probably take quite a few more rotations to actually kill, and I'm just kind of slowly chipping away at his health at this point. I've already kind of showcased what they do offensively and defensively, so yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of these guys. You know, honestly, like I said in the video, I 100% suggest you guys grind all of these guys out for free-to-play units. They are amazing. It's a little tedious because you have to do so many Extreme Z areas because there's one for every single one of the units. But yeah, they're very good. It's kind of weird considering how good they are compared to the lead, who got an easy A in, I think, part 2. He's not really that good compared to these guys, but I mean, hey, it is. I mean, he's all right, but you know, you could tell the type coolers are better than the lead, who I feel like he should have been better than all of them, but whatever. So yeah, that's for the video, guys. Let me know what you think of them again in the comments. You know, let me know which one is your favorite. Personally, I'm going with the AGL. I think he's just the best, and I kind of like his card art the most too. So yeah, that's been the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.